So my advice to young people is always just start and figure it out on the way, and just ignore the external pressures of society.
So we'll often poll a lot of my guests or audience or other members of the UK public, and what was an interesting stat for me was that over 2/3 of the UK population actually have a desire to start a business, but 90% of people don't do it for either fear of failure, which is one of the main reasons for men, or kind of imposter syndrome for women. And obviously, you're a young person. Well, you were an even younger person in a let's say an older business world, and you've been very successful, I guess, dominating and making yourself known, and not letting age be a barrier, and interacting with much older people. What are your kind of top strategies for the youngsters of today to kind of own their space and boss it with the oldies?
With the fossils.
Yeah.
I just genuinely believe that age is no barrier to success. People love to say, like, you should start something at this age, you should be married at this age. There's these intrinsic timelines that society poses onto us from a young age. Like, you shouldn't start a business till you're 30, like when you're a bit more financially stable. Like, I just think throw out the rule book on when the right time to start something is. And I was 21 when I started Milk Plus, and I did feel a lot of, external judgment from older people, or from people my age, like thinking, God, you're brave, like putting yourself out there. But that is the first step, putting yourself out there. And I actually think genuinely that being younger and being a bit naive is not a bad thing at all, because it means that you aren't kind of having like a hidden agenda, trying to like second guess things. You're coming at things with a fresh perspective, and you're learning as you go. As young people, you're very malleable to information. That's why it's so much easier to learn a language when you're younger, because you are just an information sponge. So I think if you just really flip it on its head and think, actually, I have the advantage by starting young. I can fail more times and pick myself up, dust myself off, start again, than if I waited till I was 30, because that's what society says. So my advice to young people is always just start and figure it out on the way, and just ignore the external pressures of society and the old people judging you.